Stop buying butter at the store. Make fresh, smooth butter right at home in just 5 minutes. You won't believe that with just one simple ingredient, you can make delicious, smooth butter that's better than any butter you buy at the store. And in today's video, I'll walk you through exactly how to make it. Let's get started. Before we begin, place the mixing bowl in the freezer for about 10 minutes before using it. A cold bowl helps the heavy cream thicken faster and makes the whole process go more smoothly. When the bowl has been chilled, take it out and pour in 4 cups of cold heavy cream, about 1 liter. Make sure the cream is cold, not at room temperature, because cold cream will separate better when we start mixing. Then add about 2 teaspoons of salt. The salt will give the butter a gentle flavor without making it too salty. Now start beating the cream on medium speed. I am using a hand mixer, but if you do not have one, you can use a blender. The important thing is to beat it long enough for the cream to change. At first, you will see the mixture become thick, soft, and fluffy, almost like whipped cream. I used to think that once cream was whipped to this stage, it was done. But when I started making butter, I learned that its texture can continue to change if you beat it longer. So just keep beating evenly and maintain this speed. After a few more minutes, the texture will begin to change. The heavy cream will look slightly grainy, then it will start to separate. This is exactly what we want. However, at this point, it is only slightly grainy and not enough to become butter yet, so continue beating for a little longer. After about 5 to 10 minutes of steady beating, you will notice a big change. The cream mixture will no longer be smooth and fluffy like whipped cream. It will begin to separate into 2 parts. The yellow solid part is the butter, and the milky white liquid around it is called buttermilk. This is the most important sign that your homemade butter is gradually becoming successful. At this point, continue stirring a little longer so the butter melts and blends more evenly. Since the liquid may start to splash, you can cover the bowl with a piece of plastic wrap while continuing to stir. This helps keep the kitchen cleaner and makes the process easier. When the butter and buttermilk have completely separated, turn off the mixer. Carefully strain the buttermilk into a separate bowl. Do not throw away this buttermilk. You can pour it into a jar with a tight-fitting lid and store it in the refrigerator to use gradually. It can be used in bread, pancakes, cookies, or other recipes that call for buttermilk to add a softer texture and a gentle flavor to baked goods. Next, we need to clean the butter so it can last longer. Gather the butter together with your hands or a spoon, then gently squeeze out as much of the remaining buttermilk as possible. After that, prepare a bowl of clean water, add ice to make it cold. Then place the butter in it. Press and fold the butter a few times. Then pour out the cloudy water. Repeat this step several times to remove the remaining buttermilk. Rinsing the butter with cold water is a step you really should not skip. Even after straining, a little buttermilk can still remain inside the butter. If too much buttermilk is left behind, the butter may spoil faster and lose its fresh, delicious flavor. So continue rinsing with cold water, gently pressing and turning the butter each time until the water runs clear. When the water is no longer cloudy, you know that most of the buttermilk has been removed. If you like this simple butter recipe, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That really means a lot to me and helps me share more easy cooking recipes. Now the butter is ready and we can shape it however we like. You can place it in a mold or put everything onto a sheet of parchment paper. Then use a dough scraper to press the edges square so they look nice and even forming a small block. Store it in the refrigerator for about 1 hour until the butter firms up, and then you can use it right away. When you need to use it, simply cut the butter into small pieces. At this point, you will see that each slice is smooth, creamy, and rich, with a very beautiful pale yellow color. The butter still holds its shape well, but with just a gentle press of a knife, it softens right away. This butter will be wonderful when served with hot toasted bread. The butter melts very quickly and gently, soaks into each layer of the bread. Its rich, fragrant, lightly salty flavor makes the bread softer on the inside, while still slightly crispy on the outside, making it perfect for breakfast. If served with baked potatoes, simply place a small piece of butter on top while the potato is still hot. The butter will slowly melt and blend into the soft, smooth inside of the potato, creating a rich, lightly fragrant flavor and making this simple dish much more appealing. You can also serve this butter with boiled or grilled corn. While the corn is still hot, spread a thin layer of butter on top. The butter will melt and soak into each kernel. The natural sweetness of the corn combined with the rich, fragrant, lightly salty flavor of the butter is very appealing. For the remaining butter, if you have not used it yet, wrap it tightly or place it in an airtight container and store it in the refrigerator. It can be used for a few weeks. And that is it. Fresh homemade butter with just one simple ingredient. It is easy, delicious, and especially you can feel confident making it yourself at home. I recommend trying it at home once and letting me know your results in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.